Okay guys, my name is Michael and I'm the video creator on the LiteForex broker channel. So probably you know me from the different videos, but today we are hosting a guest, which is the Janna or Janna. How should I call you? Better Janna or?
Janna, it's more
Janna.
like Janna.
Okay. And Janna is the amateur trader and she's the LiteForex partner. And today we have the several questions for her. And so let's start from the beginning. Hello, and maybe we would start from the things that maybe talk to us about yourself. Maybe how did you come start trading and how did you come interested into this?
Hi everyone, and thank you for having me today, asking us questions. Okay, so a little bit about myself. I started trading in about 2005, 2006. So yes, it was, well, I started to learn Forex, let's say, at that time, and continue trading today with about the same strategy actually. And so how I come out with the trading a long time. Well, I was living in Russia, and I'm Russian. And I watched the movie which called Trading Places. I don't know if
Trading Places.
anybody.
Yeah.
It's a very old movie, and it's like 1980 something. It was released, but in Russia, you know, we only got it sometimes in 90s, and
Yes.
because we had perestroika, yes. So in 80s it was still USSR, but when it's collapsed, and the first time I watched that movie, and it's with Eddie Murphy, where they had it was about commodity trading. If you, I don't know if you watched it or not, but it was a really good educational movie. I mean, I still was a bit young back then. Yes. But it's something strange when I watched that movie. Just like something got in my head, like I want to do something like that, because you know at the end of the movie when they had that interesting trade when they like become very rich. So I was like, okay, cool. It's something like I really want to do. I didn't even have a computer at that time, didn't have any phones at that time, even the landline phones we didn't have. So of course it was okay, I saw the movie, I got an idea and forgotten about it. So then I had to finish school, finish university. I got my first computer, and of course the first thing I started to search what was that movie about, because it was in my head all those years.
Yes.
And there was no information, very little. I was speaking only Russian at that time. And of course on the Russian internet was like very limited, absolutely nothing. So I was reading a little bit. Okay, I thought I will leave it for now until better times when I get a little bit more progress. And then I got married, and in 2005 exactly moved to UK, and my husband actually was also interested in trading, and it was like, wow, okay. So, and I started to learn because he had already a lot of books. Again, you see, internet was not
access to knowledge.
Much. Yeah, and I started to, well, he started to show me, also explain, and I was learning English, learning trading at the same time. Also was not Forex yet, it was also shares and
stock trading,
yeah, stock trading, yeah. And it was not easy, and I was like, and it was actually needed a lot of money to invest. And so it was like, okay, not really exactly what I could do. And I started to look into more something easier, and which doesn't need to invest so much money. And so I started to get into Forex, interested in this and different strategies. And then I started to get a little bit more from the internet. And that's how I started to learn it and try the first trades with demo. Of course, I was trading demo accounts. I was more interested in the UK. They had a spread betting. And yes, and that's why most interest was also into this, because it's tax-free.
So, that's right. Still.
Yeah. Because yes, lots of taxes, and then I was like, okay, and that's a good possibility, tax-free income. And so that's how I started to get more into it, you know. And of course, a lot of practicing, and finally, actually, I got a bit of free money from the broker. They had an offer, you know, like the brokers always have offers, and then back then also was an offer. And and that's how I started to actually trade real account, because I was scared also, just like anybody when you
Yes,
start.
yes.
I was like, I don't want to, put my real money and like lose it. And and that's how I started to pick up and come out with one strategy, and I'm still using it until now. So that's how it started, and but it's never actually become as a professional, like the full time. It still was more because I was also doing a little bit of trading, also have a job, working, but at some point, of course, we completely switched. Well, my husband tried to trade, but not successfully, so he moved to some other opportunities of making money online, and I was still doing a little bit of other part and plus trading, and that's how we started to actually completely, work from internet. I was more like trading, more some other stuff, like half and half, and that's how we started, like to travel and continue doing trading, doing some other things. But now, pretty much with this lockdown, it's mostly like trading now, pretty much mostly trading. So I'm thinking maybe I should do a bit more like a full time this time. So that's how it's all started, all through these years. Yes, I was trying the other things, still coming back. I had a rest a bit from the trading, and I was trying to do something else. It was not as good, and always coming back to trading because it's so much easier to begin with. It's easy to open account, put like whatever amount you want, and it's like today you decide to do it, tomorrow pretty much in a few days, like the broker approves you and you like transfer money, you can start trading. So that's why it's always a good thing.
It was very, very. When I hear your story, I'm admiring you. Like to start learning trading back in the, 15 years ago. It's when there was no access for the knowledge, for the for the brokerage account, and very slow internet. And nowadays it changed, but I admire your pursuit. So cool. I also saw your other channels. So I think that you have pretty much fun making the videos. I saw your travel channel, right? Your blog also, and of course all of the links will be under the video, so you can check them after you finish watching the interview. So maybe we'll skip further, and now I will ask you the question: what was the decisive point why you choose to to partner with the LiteForex? What maybe you like about the broker?
Okay. It's been like now, I think since 2019, I have been with LiteForex. I always try different, I work with different brokers, and through the years, unfortunately, I had some bad experiences with the other brokers, and have decided that, put all money in one broker is not a good idea. That's why I always look into different brokers and spread between them like different accounts. And so LiteForex,
diversification. Good, great.
Is one of the brokers.
Oh.
And I looked at it, and it has also like 15 years on the market. It's been, I think, since 2005, so about the same when I started. And I didn't know about the broker back then, though. But it's a very long time for the broker being on the market, so it's a really good one of the good options, I thought, and quite good reviews, and have also good conditions on the market. Like I do like scalping. I'm using VA, so I can do everything on this, and also the high leverage, which is sometimes you do really need it. Another thing is of course, when I choose the broker, the trust and the customer support is important. When it comes to quite a lot of brokers offer a lot of the same conditions, but when you need to have a really good customer service, and I have a manager, and any questions I have, I always can contact her, and she's always there. She answers and she helps. So and that's what I like about LiteForex. Okay, so.
So resuming.
Well, of course, I can, it's the most important, I can put my money in, right? I can make money and I can take money out. And so, of course, I can do everything on this. Yes. And like I'm saying, and the good customer support, the service support from the manager is really good. So.
Yeah, so I can tell myself the same thing, that resuming your answer, like the 15 years, 16 almost right now, and the customer any queries even when they happen, because as you told, yeah, many brokers can have similar conditions of trading, but the how do they deal with problems? It's like lightning fast. So yeah, maybe what would you recommend to other partners to do when starting making money with LiteForex? What did you recommend to which way to go to, like maybe make online courses, or like just focus on social trading, or do both?
Yeah, there is a good option with LiteForex also, that social trading. I think so. If you do trade and you can
Mm-hmm.
trade, you can use that. I think it's a good option. If not, um, the same, you can just have like affiliate links and like become partner, and then just you can write articles, for example, and post them. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there are different options there you can do. So,
Okay,
like I'm
so
saying, it depends if you trade or you don't trade.
yeah, it depends on making your focus on analysis, on making being the analysis person and market analysis, or a trader. Yeah, there are two paths also. So as we spoke in the beginning, you have a blog, a website, and yeah, maybe let's talk about that. Let's discuss your project maybe in more detail. Can you shed a bit more light on what you are doing?
Well, my project is it's just a simple blog really, which is
Mm-hmm.
JannaFX, and I have a YouTube channel also the same, and it's all started a little bit. I can say so. When I told you, like, right, I started to
Mm-hmm.
trade and travel. So during my travels, I was also trading, but like I'm saying,
Yes.
part time, because
Perfect.
you can't. Yeah, you can't do full time, and to be honest, it's really hard to do full time because there are some things with Forex, when you don't really want to do it full time, you want to have a little bit of life,
Yes.
and yeah, we decided to travel, and I started to have my travel blog first, and which is Janna
Mm-hmm.
Travels,
I saw.
and
Yeah.
people, well, it's not all, it's like not commercials, they're all, like a hobby. So more like, to share. First of all, of course, it was more like share with my friends, my family. So like my mom in Russia, she liked to watch my videos. So I have it in Russian and in English both.
Cool.
And because also my husband's family side in English. So that's why, yeah, I started with this, but I started, yeah, to get more people watching it. And they started to ask me questions. So how do you can afford traveling, and how do you manage? And then I felt like, okay, I will tell a little bit. So I told people what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And the Forex trading was one of the
Source of income.
source of income, yes. And so people started to be more interested in this part because, for example, I also had a travel blog, and
A blog.
I had a site, yeah, where I
A
was
video
posting
and a website, right? Okay, cool.
Yes, yeah, where I was just posting my photographs, and I was writing a little bit of articles, and as I'm saying, I was doing different things. Yeah, lots of work and different things, but it's all like gives you freedom. You see, like freedom of you can travel and do other things.
Yes.
And but more people were interested in Forex, and they were like more asking me how is that, because yeah, it's like everybody knows about doing blogging, but trading is something different. And so I
And more
felt like, okay,
complicated, yeah.
the YouTube channel where I will just show people what I do. And it's not like, okay, I have here, buy this for me, buy that. No, it's just like how I trade.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can watch it and just to see if you like to learn from it. So you are welcome. Yeah. And so I started to, yeah, and I've created also a blog a little bit, so I can do a little bit of posts and like with my trading results. And I started to do analysis. More and more people started to get interested. And so I just keep going. I mean, if you watch it, you can see sometimes I was having a break, and because I had some also family issues, and yeah. So that's that. It's just a simple, open channel where you can just see what I do, how I trade, the strategy I use, yeah, and see the results, and just learn. If you really want to learn, you can do so. I mean, because still back when I started doing this, it still was a bit of more information, but not still a lot. I mean, right now it's like lots of information. The internet, it's all free. You can learn. I mean, if I had it all back
then, yeah.
yeah, back in then it would have been like really, really good. So like right now, if you are at the beginning, you have a lot of sources. So you like it's incredible.
It can
But
be.
like I'm saying, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm mostly actually I'm doing the manual trading. But that's what I was saying. I usually use pending orders, and so that's
Mhm.
why I trade manually. But like now I have an EA which helps me to with my trades to hold all the trades and run them. And so now it's much easier. But like I'm saying, in my project you can just see, you can just watch what I do and just learn.
Mhm.
So that's pretty much it. That's all about it. Yeah.
Yes, but you also mentioned that yeah, because of the pandemic, you'll be devoting more time. But and in the beginning, you was telling that it was mostly done part time. So now I understand that yeah, because of the situation right now, you're probably switching to devote more time to trading.
Yeah. So right now it's pretty much every day. Every
Oh
day
yeah.
entry. I have never traded like this, like every single day. Uh, I'm just yeah. That's why I had like really good some results like last year,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. So keep going at this moment. It's only forex trading and trading.
So I saw that you created an expert advisor. So how did you come up with that idea?
Yeah.
Maybe
So
a few words about that.
yeah. Well, through the years, trading manually was really hard. So I tried like different EAs to try to automate it
Mm-hmm.
and systems. And unfortunately, like auto trading, the EAs, robots which trade fully, they need to be adjusted because the situations on the market changes. The market behavior is different.
Evolves,
So like
yeah,
the
all the
same
time.
strategy, even though I'm using the same strategy which I started from around 2006, like I was only trading news events,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Cool.
it. It was enough for me. That's why it was part time. I was
Part
only
time,
waiting
yes.
for like non-farm payroll, FOMC, ECB, like any of the major announcements, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
here at the screen. I'm placing my orders, and I'm just waiting for the market to move. Through the years, you see it's changed, and that's why exactly with the robots, when they just automatically you not adjust them, they started to blow your accounts. So I tried the different ones, and every time I was coming back to my strategy still. And because also the market is changing, so I started to apply my strategy to daily trading. So not
Mm-hmm.
only the news events, but like the openings of like London sessions and American sessions. So it's more like also become like news here,
Mm-hmm.
like the opening
Yes.
of the market, something's happening.
Moments when.
And
Mm-hmm.
once again, you see like because I was traveling, in some countries you miss European session opening. In some countries you miss American opening. So it's like started to be so
Mm-hmm.
inconvenient. And I was thinking, need to do something about it. And actually, I was talking about it, like like on the internet, something like I'm doing. And one of the programmer actually contacted me, and he said he created something like which might help automate it, And well, I started to look at it, and I saw it's exactly what I really wanted,
Mm-hmm.
because it's I was placing the orders with the CA and go to sleep, for example, and in the morning I wake up and I just see the result of the trade. So you see, I don't have to watch it, I don't need to do anything. So I thought, okay, well, that's good. And we started to work with this program. So it's not me.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah, I didn't create it. I only gave an idea, and you see the program.
The rules of trading, yeah.
Yeah, picked up this. So he wrote the CA, he gave it to me. So it worked very well, and so that's what I started to use, and then I started to offer it also to the viewers, because people started to ask about it, because a lot of also are working and they want to trade part time. They also don't want to sit at the screen, Yeah, and now actually we a little bit updated it and got some more features in it, and it's more advanced right now, and give much better results. I mean, so that's really good.
Cool.
And
cool.
Yeah, so that's how it's all
Okay,
begun.
so we will, yes, of course, it is you have the link in your on your blog, on your channel, of course, but I think it will be also added to in the description under this video. But also I want to ask you, because you said the news trading and like now right now the day trading, but so The next question that comes into my mind is, do you prefer more technical or fundamental analysis, or do you use both, or because everybody, seems to have a different approach?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm a little bit answered it previously, saying that I was trading the news.
News, yes, of course, but right
yeah,
now.
So it's both important. Both important, yes. And because I'm making my technical analysis. I'm looking at all the support, resistance. I'm looking for patterns. That's the main strategy I'm using, right? And when you create all these technicals, and then when the news comes out, they just smash all your analysis,
Yeah. So.
And that's why, yes, if you don't know that what's going to happen, like it's going to be news, and you are just expecting, let's say, turn around for the market at one point, you think, okay, and something happens and it goes the other way, and you just like will be like,
why? Yes.
But if you know that there is
context.
Something is going to happen, of course you wait a bit, right? So you either use that like I do, but a lot of people actually avoid trading the news. That's why it's important. You need to be always in trend and know what is happening on the market. Okay, so like I'm saying, back in the old days, it was mostly economical news. But then you see through the years, we understand that now it's political news. And like last few years when Trump was in the US president,
Twitter.
It's like any tweets were moving the market. So that's why.
Yes,
that's why.
Every trader went through this.
Yes, it was. Yes. I think maybe now it will go back again to more economical. I think it's a little bit going to be settled. But now you see we have a COVID, and then even with COVID we need to.
Yes, every news about COVID.
Again, same last year. So that's why you can't just rely on technical analysis. No way. You have to combine both. So that's why I use both.
Okay, so. What we didn't talk about. Okay, so the next question would be, because we didn't talk about maybe slightly a bit about your biggest failures and the thing that how you deal with it, with the stress. Partially, you also answered that in saying that you have this the automation of your trading, but since there's this COVID and the tweets from the President Trump, we're talking about. So maybe you can talk about it, how you dealt with that, how you developed the trader mindset over the years.
Okay, yes, thank you for the question. And yes, just like you mentioned, the EA helps with the stress a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was already gave a little bit of the strategy I use. I place the pending orders, right? And EA picks up. So I'm walking away and I'm not watching, because when you watch it, it's a lot of ideas come to your head. You are starting to stress out yourself. Should I come out? Should I come in or do something else? Close it early or too late? But yes, EA helps with the stress a lot. So just like I'm saying, pending orders. And another thing is like how I'm trying to get myself out of the stress. You see, my mind is a little bit like, if I put amount of money in, I make some profit, and for example, I can take what I put in, right? And whatever is left there, I'm going to trade, and I'm going to lose that. I don't care really. You see, so that's how
that's a very good approach.
Yes, that's how my approach is. It's like, okay, if I made it what I put in, okay, so anything else, so if I can lose, so that's it. That's how it helps. It's like, you see, when I started trading back in 2006 or something, when I had this free money from the broker, it was like £50. It was, and back then it was like $100 because the rate was like 1 to 2 something. The pound was very strong, and so I was like, making little bit. And then when I made more than 50, like I made like first 200. So I took like £100 and left another one and started to trade that. So you see, that's why everything afterwards is like in my mind, okay, so my first ever investment, even not my investment, was only £50, which I didn't have. And if I could make from that, so everything now is like, if I will be losing, it's like I pretty much didn't lose it, right? So because back then I didn't even invested myself. So that's why what I would say, like, yes, with the stress, you put whatever amount, you make it back, and you like just, that's it, don't go more than that. So whatever, like you say, you're losing it. Of course, if you make a little bit more profit, and make a little bit more. So not like a lot of people, they started to increase like lot size.
Risk management, yeah.
Yeah, so don't do something like this. I don't do that. I don't increase it too much until it gets to the point where I think, okay, if I'm going to increase it, if I'm going to lose so much, it's just I lost the profit I made, which I didn't have before anyway. So that's why it makes me feel better. It's like, okay, I have nothing to lose. Like, yeah, I can continue trading.
Stress off your shoulders, right?
Yeah, very so cool. That's how I fight with the stress. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, of course, the money management, risks. Don't try with the big. Of course, when I was trying on the demo account back then, I was like also playing the same. Oh yeah, I put like big lots, like plus 1, 2 seconds, and I have like huge profit, and then next trade is like, oh, gone. That taught me, yes, that's why I always say, try and demo, but do not try to put big lots. I know it's like you're going to have like big bags in your eyes, like, oh yeah, I can make so much, but believe me, next trade, you're going to lose it all. So that's why just little by little, step by step, and
like in the song.
Yeah. And I don't really like when people advertise Forex, you know, it's like, oh, look, like I have a Ferrari made, you know, look at my huge house. It's not true, honestly. It's AdWords, believe me. And you really, of course, you can make this, but only if you already like trading a lot. You already know what you're doing, and you have more money right in your account, and you're still not trading with these big lots like many people want. So no, you start with a little bit, like I'm saying, you always can start with a little bit of lot size, a reasonable income you can make, but just don't think about the big, just make whatever you can, and that's how you're going to work with it. And it's not going to be as much stress, and it's going to be less risky, just expectation, you know, expect not as much as you see, you know, all those.
Yes, marketers, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, marketers, they're ruining it. That's why people stressing out. They think they put $100 and like in a week they're going to make 1,000, and then it's going to be 10,000.
And then say that it is like crooked. All the market is crooked, right?
Something like that with like you're doing like a betting. Let's say some people can consider that, okay, I put 100. It's like you bet on it, right? Like maybe I'll make it, maybe not. Yes, of course you might make it. Few times you will be lucky, but then you're going to lose again. And so what? You're either going to start on the same place, making losing, but you're not going to make anything, and you're going to be stressed.
Yes,
and that's why a lot of people say bad things about Forex. Oh yeah, you can't make. Of course, you can't make huge straight away. You start with small, and that's how you build it.
Yeah. I think I am very that was a very good sentence from you. I think in a very similar way, that start small and then grow. But yeah, I think those marketers, like, you know, show the very bad perspective for the whole industry and the whole market. So yeah, I think we can end on that. Janna, it was very nice to meet you. It was my pleasure to host you today. I think that the viewers will be very pleased to watch our interview. It was very interesting for me. So I guess for everyone else it will be too. So yeah, thanks again, and I hope we will have the occasion to talk again in the future to make another interview. So
yes, thank you so much for having me here, and it was nice to meet you. Yes, and yeah, I hope we can do some more videos or something, I don't know, or anything else. And yeah, I wish everyone good luck in trading, and just hopefully that be safe and stay safe, and with this whole situation, and happy trading everyone. So good profits to everyone.
Okay, good. That's a good accent to end. So thanks guys, and yeah, we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.